you are burnt out, stressed, or just physically exhausted at the end of every workday, I have some bad news for you. Going home and relaxing isn't going to fix it. Most dentists think that the cure for a hard day is to go home, flop on the couch, turn on Netflix, and do nothing. Now, you think that because your body is tired, you need rest. You think that because your brain is fried and you need to zone out. But here's the truth, that isn't recovery. That's simply pausing the damage. Dentistry creates extreme imbalances in your body and your brain. You spend 8 hours in a very specific, very unnatural state. To actually recover and to actually fix the burnout, you can't just do nothing. You have to do the opposite. To survive a 30-year career in this profession without losing your mind or your physical health, you have to become two different people. From 8 to 5, you are the dentist, but the moment you clock out, you must adopt the anti-dentist lifestyle. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that means and how to build a routine that actively heals the damage this job does to you. Welcome back. I'm Ryan Smith, DDS. My goal today is to help you build a career that is fun, fulfilling, and rewarding. But you cannot enjoy your career if you are broken by the time you get home. We talk a lot about work-life balance, but that phrase is definitely too vague. It doesn't tell you what to do. I want to propose a new framework, and I call it the anti-dentist lifestyle. The core philosophy is pretty simple. Look at dentistry and what it demands from you. Then intentionally program your off hours to provide the exact opposite stimulus. If dentistry makes you stiff, well, you don't need a nap, you need movement. If dentistry fractures your attention, then you don't need TikTok, you need depth. Let's break down the 4 key areas where dentistry breaks you down and exactly how the anti-dentist lifestyle builds you back up. Let's start with the physical body, because this is the most obvious one. Think about what you do all day. You are a professional statue. You hold rigid, static poses for hours at a time. Your shoulders are rolled forward, your neck is craning down, your spine's twisted, and your world is microscopic. Your movements are tiny, millimeters at a time. When you get home, your body feels stiff and tired, so your instinct is to sit down. But sitting is just more of the same poison. You are just moving from a dental chair to a sofa chair. You are keeping your hips tight, you're keeping your spine static. The anti-dentist lifestyle does the opposite. If your job requires you to be still, your recovery requires you to move. You need big dynamic movement. You need to shake the rigor mortis out of your body. This starts with mobility workouts. You need to dedicate time to actively opening up the hips and the chest that have been curled up all day. You need to take your joints through their full range of motion to unglue that stiffness. But you also need strength. You need to lift heavy weights. You need to strengthen your posterior chain, meaning your back, your glutes, and your hamstrings to fight that forward slump. You need to pull, not push. And you need to get your heart rate up. Dentistry is high stress but low cardio. You're bathing in cortisol, but you just aren't really burning it off. You need to sweat to flush that stress out of your system. When you leave the office, don't just go and sit. Do a mobility flow. Go for a run, go lift, go play tennis. Do something that forces your body to move. That is how you reset the machine. Now let's talk about your brain. In the office, your mind is kind of like a laser. You're hyper-focused for 8 hours straight. The stakes are incredibly high. One slip of the hand means a ruined prep or a pulp exposure. You cannot drift and you can't daydream. On top of that, you're suffering from extreme decision fatigue. You make hundreds of clinical and business decisions every single day. So when you get home, your brain's fried. The mistake most dentists make is filling that void with more inputs. You scroll social media, you listen to intense podcasts, you watch high-stakes TV shows. The anti-dentist lifestyle demands that you do the opposite. You need to let your brain go into diffuse mode. You need activities where the stakes are zero. You need a hobby where it literally doesn't matter if you fail. Gardening, painting, or hitting golf balls at the range. Something where you can't really mess up and no one's gonna sue you. And you need to stop making decisions. This is a rule sometimes in my house that when I walk through the door, I am done deciding things. I don't want to decide what's for dinner. I don't want to decide what movie we watch. Delegate those decisions to your spouse or your kids. Tell them, I've made 500 choices today and I have 0 left. You get to pick. Protect your decision-making battery so that you can recharge for tomorrow. Next, we have to talk about the social aspect. And this is the one that causes the most emotional burnout. Dentistry is a high-volume social job. You talk to 20, maybe 30 people a day. Staff, patients, hygiene checks, lab techs. But think about the quality of those interactions. They're shallow, they're transactional, open wide. Does it hurt? How about the weather? You're just constantly performing. You have to be doctor friendly and you have to manage others' anxieties. You have to smile when they tell you that they hate the dentist. You're an emotional sponge for everyone else. So when you get home, the last thing that you want to do is talk to people. You want to hide in a cave. But isolation leads to depression. The anti-dentist lifestyle prescription is not isolation, it's actually depth. You need to shift from high volume, low depth to low volume, high depth. Don't go to a crowded party on a Friday night where you have to make small talk with 20 strangers. That's just more dentistry without the drill. Instead, have dinner with your spouse, call your best friend, talk to one person, but talk about real things. It's okay to be vulnerable, so you just stop performing. Be with people who let you be the messy, tired, imperfect version of yourself. That connection refills the cup that the patients drain all day. Finally, we have to talk about sensory overload. A dental practice is a sensory nightmare. The high-pitched whine of the drill, the constant suction noise, the bright LED lights shining in your eyes, the smell of acrylic and bonding agents. Your nervous system is under assault all day long. The anti-dentist lifestyle calls for a little more sensory deprivation. This is why so many dentists love nature. It's the opposite of the office. Green leaves instead of blue curing lights, silence instead of suction, fresh air instead of eugenol. You need to proactively turn down the volume of your life. Put the phone away. Your phone is just another screaming patient in your pocket. Turn off the TV, sit in the sauna, go for a walk in the woods without headphones. Give your nervous system a break from the constant input so that it can actually calm down. So here's the summary. Balance isn't about doing nothing. It's actually about doing the opposite. If your day was static, your evening must be dynamic. If your day was hyper-focused, your evening must be unfocused. If your day was shallow, social interactions, then your evening must be deep connection. If your day was loud, your evening must be quiet. If you try to be a dentist 24 hours a day, you're just gonna burn out. It's inevitable. You have to take off the white coat physically and mentally. So here's my challenge to you this week. Identify which dentist mode is hurting you the most right now. Is it the sitting? Is it the fake small talk? Is it the decision fatigue? Pick one habit from the anti-dentist lifestyle to start this week. Maybe it's a mobility routine after work. Maybe it's putting your phone in a drawer at 6 p.m. Try it and see if you don't feel more human by Monday morning. I talk about all of these kinds of mental shifts all the time in our weekly newsletter. If you want more strategies on how to survive and thrive in this profession, the link to sign up is right below. It's the best way to stay connected to a community that actually understands what you go through every day. Being a dentist is hard. Living the anti-dentist lifestyle is how you survive it. Now, I'll see you in the next video.